So what if I told you I made just a little bit over $20,000 in 1 month on TikTok, not selling courses, not scamming people, not doing pyramid schemes, just real brand deals, strategy, and content. That's it. And that's crazy to say because this has been my highest earning month as a content creator, but it's real, it happened. And from when I first became a content creator to now, man, like the creator economy landscape is just different now. And I want to show you in this video why you should care, even if you don't consider yourself particularly a content creator. So if you're new to the channel, first off, thank you for being here. Second, my name is Cam, and I just had my highest earning month, just a little bit over $20,000 as a content creator. Like I said, I wasn't selling any courses. It was straight from brand deals, ad revenue from videos that I made for brands, and just doing what I love. And I'll be real, I'm not some influencer, I'm not some celebrity with millions of followers across social media. Like on TikTok, I have about 121,000 followers. So I'm just a regular dude that, learned how to turn content into actual money and create content that brands will pay you for. So in this video, I'm gonna break down exactly how this happened, why right now is the best time in history, I think, to get into the creator economy, and how you can start creating content that's actually gonna get you paid. But before we get into that, let's zoom out for a second, okay? So right now, the creator economy is worth over 250 billion.
Billions and billions and billions and billions.
Billion with a B dollars globally, and by 2027 it's projected to almost double and hit $480 billion. This stuff is not just a side hustle anymore, man. So despite what you may see or what you hear, content creation is not a side hustle. This is an industry, and companies are spending literal billions. I mean, flying people out to Barbados, taking people out on brand trips. They're doing all of this stuff to get their product in front of people like you and me. Okay, so think about this. When's the last time you bought something that you saw on a TV commercial? Now think about the last time you bought something that you saw on a TikTok, an Instagram, a Facebook reel, or a YouTube short. Exactly. And I think this video is like perfect timing, but to give a quick recent example, Ashton Hall. Like we saw the morning routines, the running videos, all of that stuff. And I can guarantee you, if at the least Saratoga is probably sending him some money for all of the product placement in his videos, and there's probably mouth tape brands and fitness wear and activewear brands all in this man's DMs and email, because of the content that he's putting out. It's been consistent, it hasn't been over the top, but it's also been high quality, man. So he's taking people behind the scenes and kind of seeing what his daily routine looks like. Something as simple as that, as exorbitant as it may have been, that gets the attention of brands. And when you have quality content and you have engagement in an audience that's paying attention, like brands are salivating. They are salivating at that. So I'm pretty sure he's just literally naming his price for brands to pay him, and they'll probably pay it because of the recent virality of all his videos, but that's just one case out of a bunch. Like, he didn't go viral because of some crazy edits or anything. Like, he was being authentic. Like, that is his actual daily and nightly routine, and he was just showing people what he does. Nothing over the top about that, right? That's what brands are looking for, and more importantly, that's what people are looking for, like just authenticity on social media. And that's just what the creator economy rewards now. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, like as long as you're showing up, adding value, and just being authentic. All right, so let's reel it in. Let's bring it back to the situation at hand. So making 20K in 1 month on TikTok. How do we get here, right? So once you hit a certain follower threshold on TikTok, you get access to these programs. So they have like a program that is now inactive, but it was called the TikTok Creative Challenge, where essentially you just go in there, you find brands or like campaigns that you want to apply to. And once you apply to the campaign, the brand will either accept you or deny you. They send you the product, you create content for it, and then based off the performance of that video, you then get paid. And there's also incentives based off, revenue share and how many people like actually purchase the product. You can hit milestones along the way, but that's essentially it. You apply for a brand, they accept you, they send you a product, you post a video, and then based off the performance of the video, you get a cut of the money. Now that's one way. The second way, and this is a newer platform that they're rolling out, is called TikTok One. So TikTok Creative Challenge is now out of commission, like I said. So TikTok One is now taking its place, and it's essentially the same thing. There's basically like a marketplace, if you will. You go in there, you apply for campaigns with brands, they accept you, they send you the product, you create a video, and then you just get paid based off of that. Now, the cool thing with TikTok One, some of these items are linked to the TikTok shop. So when you post that video, when people do buy that product, you get a share, basically like sales commission. So anybody that's in a sales job, you get a percentage of the total value of that product. So say You make a video for a product that costs $30, it's a 30% commission. Every time somebody buys that product, you get like $9 or $10. I can't do the math, man, but you get what I'm saying. You get a percentage of that total. And I create a lot of wellness and hygiene content, so I wanted to try these chlorophyll sticks out that they had. So long story short, they send me the chlorophyll sticks. I make a video for the chlorophyll sticks. Actually, I'm gonna go grab them real quick. Bam, these right here, these little chlorophyll sticks. Shout out to Nature's Sunshine, but I really like these. I use these in my water just about every day. But made a video and it pretty much went viral. A lot of people bought these chlorophyll sticks. I got my commission from the chlorophyll sticks, and then it just kind of, you know, snowballed from there. And this wasn't the only product that I was getting sales commission from. So it kind of just, you know, compounded over time. And I checked my account and I was like, oh my gosh, straight out of left field. Now there could have been a little bit of luck involved, but still, like when I created the video, I had in mind the way I wanted to look, the points I wanted to touch on, and like how to show people how this product can benefit them in their wellness routine. So I put all that together, the video pops off, and now the sales commission is rolling in until people stop buying the product. But like being a creator, like it's not just posting videos. Like the people that are really out there winning, I'm talking about making like 6 figures a month doing this stuff. They treat it like a business, man. Like it's not just a side hustle. And here's the part nobody tells you. Like it's not just about going viral. It's about knowing your niche. It's about building trust with your audience, creating content that's results based, so it's solving a problem, or it's like entertaining people. You got to pitch yourself to brands. You got to have a media kit. And if you don't know what a media kit is, I definitely recommend you Google that and try to, you know, get smart on that. You got to negotiate contracts. You got to follow up. You got to track the deliverables. You got to make sure all that stuff is clear. So like, it's not just about posting videos on social media. You're basically like your own media company, honestly. Like you're the talent, you're the producer, you're the marketer, the editor, the salesperson. Unless you have like a manager, or you have like some kind of representation through like an agent, a manager, or an agency. That's kind of what you're looking at. Similar to being a small business owner. Okay, got it. So I want to also break down some myths around content creation and being like an influencer. I don't really like the influencer term. I'd rather just say content creator. But here's some myths that I want to break down in your mind. So the first is you have to have millions of followers. No, you don't. And even if you have millions of followers, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're making money. Perfect story. There was I forgot the name of the girl, but she was an influencer on Instagram. She had like millions of followers and she wanted to release a clothing brand. Like she wanted to make t-shirts, right? And for the t-shirts to go to production, she had to sell 30 of them before they could start making the shirts. The shirts never released, which means she couldn't even get 30 of her followers to buy a t-shirt, and she had millions. So you don't have to have millions of followers. And sometimes even having millions of followers doesn't mean anything. I have well under 1 million followers, and you know, I'm out there making a pretty good amount of money on a monthly basis because I have a niche, because I have some engagement, and I'm consistent. So don't let the vanity metrics fool you. Myth number 2, you need to be a professional editor and you have to have all this fancy equipment. Again, no, you don't. There are a lot of introverts in the content creator economy that are making bank. So you don't even have to be on camera nowadays. There's apps that make AI creators for you. There's AI programs that generate all the content for you. So you don't even have to be on camera. Like just be you. If you're shy, then hey, you don't have to be on camera. So from what I'm saying, like this is what brands are looking for in 2025. And again, you don't have to have millions of followers. Like there's people out there with like 5,000, 6,000 followers that are making millions of dollars a year just because they have an engaged community and an engaged following. So throw all that follower, I have to have a certain amount of followers, throw that out of your head, please. Because brands want authenticity. They want people to actually use and care about the products, not people that are just going out there and buying stuff because it's trendy or whatever the case may be. They want you to actually care and use the product. That way your content is actually authentic. And they're also looking for like micro influencers or micro content creators. They're looking for creators with like small but like tight-knit audiences. Like I'm telling you, engagement and having a good audience right now, that's kind of more important than having some big huge following. They also like relatability, man. Like they want people that feel like they're your friend. Like when you're talking to them, it feels like you're talking to your best friend or your bestie. They don't want somebody that's like trying to put themselves up on this big high pedestal like they're a celebrity or something like that. They're not looking for that because that's what the industry's been for quite some time, and they're kind of shifting and moving away from that now. And consistency doesn't mean posting every day, but like you're showing up regularly, whether that's once a week, couple times a week, or whatever like your posting cadence is that you can maintain. That's what they're looking for. Because a lot of creators are just not consistent. They post and then disappear for a month. So if you're still watching, and I appreciate you for sticking in here, you're probably wondering, all right, Cameron, so where do I start? And here's what I tell people who ask, you know, I want to get into the content creation space and I want to make some money. Here's my advice to you. You got to pick a lane first, meaning like, what are you good at? What like really makes you excited? And it doesn't matter, listen here, please. It doesn't matter how obscure the topic is. You can like, I don't know, collectible cars from the 1950s or underwater plant life. It doesn't matter how like niche or how obscure your topic is. Start with what makes you happy, what you're good at, and what you can teach people about. Like, is it business? Is it fitness? Is it teaching, beauty? Are you a dad? Like, stick to what you know and go with that first. Second thing, post consistently. Don't worry about trying to go viral or blow up and get a whole bunch of views. Like, just stay consistent. Whether that's a couple times a week, 3 times a week, once a week, whatever that is for you, a posting schedule or posting cadence that you can maintain, stick with that. Third thing, you got to build up the back end. Just being out here on social media, that's not enough. You need a media kit, set up like a calendar, create you a media kit, pitch to brands, or like find a way to start building the email list. But like just being on social media, sometimes that's not enough. Of course, have a way that brands can contact you by having your email and your bio and things like that. But you also need to be reaching out to these brands. And when you reach out to them, you send them a media kit, which basically shows like your statistics across social media, any brands that you worked with in the past, like your past experience as a content creator, because brands, they're going to want to see that stuff. Not so much as from, oh, well, they have this many followers, we can't use them, but just to kind of see, okay, so this person has an audience in this demographic. Are we trying to market to that demographic or not? So you had to think of it that way. Don't be afraid to send them a media kit if you don't have, you know, like 10,000 followers or something like that, because they're not necessarily always just looking at the follower count. And then the last thing, you got to treat it like a business. Like, you have to be serious about this. I mean, keep track of your content, how much you're trying to make, like your goals, and any expenses that might come with being a content creator. Because the minute you start taking it seriously, the money's gonna take you serious. This might be a stretch for me saying this, but I feel like we're in the middle of like a digital gold rush. Because the average person spends, you know, over 2 hours a day on social media. So from a brand standpoint, they want to meet people where they are, which is on social media. And that means, you know, content creators like myself, content creators like you, aspiring content creators, like we have the leverage. We can like literally build businesses just from this little thing that we use every day. You don't have to be famous. You don't need some big fancy studio. You just got to have the willingness to show up and be consistent. Like that's really it. And for the older people or the people that are in, you know, the 2.0 phase of life, like the content creator economy, like it's not just for kids anymore. It's for business owners, it's for coaches, it's for consultants. Like, it's for literally everybody nowadays. I've seen stories of people in their 50s deciding to start a video podcast, and it takes off. So it's never too late to start. So if you've ever thought about using video content to grow your business or build your brand online, I'm telling you right now is the time. Like, I'm literally living proof of what's possible. And if you need help with that, I would love to help you get started. So there's a link down in the description with my calendar where we can, you know, hop on a quick call and kind of discuss how we can possibly use video content to help you grow your brand, grow your business. And if you got some value from this video, go ahead and like it, go ahead and like it, go ahead and like it. I had to say it 3 times for emphasis. And also drop a comment down below. Like, if you started creating content tomorrow, what would your niche be? So let me know down in the comments, man. I'm telling y'all, the content creator economy is here. It's massive, and it's only gonna grow from here, man. And I'm telling you, it's waiting for you, it's waiting for your business, it's waiting for your personality, it's waiting for all of that to show up, man. Now let's get it.